After picking up Princess Joanna and Fluffy from Orlando International Airport, we head straight to Gatorland. Gatorland is a 110-acre theme park and wildlife preserve in Florida. It was founded 72 years ago by Owen Goodwin and built on what was cattle land. It must have been some swampy cattle land. Billed as the alligator capital of the world, Gatorland features thousands of alligators, crocodiles, and many other animals.
Shooter, what is are you still got that one down? That's amazing! Oh! But you got yours too?
It's those birds from the rest stop. They just won't stop following me.
No, the tiller.
Do you have a horn?
Hello, bird. I don't know how you call a bird.
This is an albino crocodile. Biologists estimate there are only about 100 existing in the world. Adult crocodiles have no natural predators. Hatchlings have a high mortality rate and are preyed upon by other wildlife, including raccoons, birds, and crabs.
That's what it looks like. It just looks like this lovely field to frolic through. But underneath there are many things that can kill you.
Yeah, water moccasins, cottonwoods, or whatever they were called.
Dysentery.
Oh, look right there, right there.
That barely had time to land.
That one's got a feather on its nose.
Oh.
That's left over from breakfast, right?
Get away, dude. I'll see your arm off.
Those are noisy little rascals, aren't they?
Oh, hi.
He was coming after Fluffy.
Oh no, Fluffy,
Ain't that
Fluffy,
lucky?
Fluffy. Hi. Hello. Oh dear. Don't come too close, because I feel like they're gonna bite.
They only eat plants.
I'm up. Nope, I don't buy that for a second.
The park is known for buying and rescuing nuisance alligators from trappers that would otherwise be killed for their meat and skin.
We've got over 2,000 alligators for you to see here today. Florida's famous resident apex reptilian predator.
For those of you who didn't pay attention in school, like myself, how do you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? And alligators have a rounded snout in the shape of a U. Crocodiles have a snout like the letter V. Here's a factorama. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom was filmed here in 1984.
Going through the gates. We're in the bubble.
And just like that, it all begins. 9 days at Walt Disney World celebrating its 50th anniversary, as well as Epcot celebrating its 25th. While waiting for our room to get ready at Bay Lake Tower, we decided to walk next door to the Contemporary and take a monorail ride. Monorail Green, one of the newest refurbished monorails at Disney World. After a round trip loop around Bay Lake, we head back to the Contemporary and see if our room is ready. We got back and all checked in, and my room key happened to be my favorite character, you know it, Goofy. Here are some photos of the room. which we will be staying in for 2 nights and 3 days. And some views from our 12th floor balcony. Once we were all settled, we head out on Monorail Beach to Disney's Polynesian Village Resort for a bite to eat. Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, formerly Disney's Polynesian Resort, began operation October 1st, 1971 as one of the Walt Disney World Resort's first 2 on-site hotels. The resort has a South Seas theme. After our meal, we decided to take the Magic Kingdom ferry boat over to the Magic Kingdom and hopefully catch the end of the fireworks show. It was pretty cool seeing the Magic Kingdom and the Contemporary Resort from the water. Never done that before. Well, we arrived just in time outside the front gates of the Magic Kingdom, just in time for the last 2 pops of the finale. The next morning, we head over to Disney's Wilderness Lodge for some breakfast. Wow, Disney's animatronics are sure getting good. Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground at the Walt Disney World Resort officially opened November 19th, 1971. The resort is adjacent to Bay Lake. Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground has a rustic theme and is located on 750 acres of pine and cypress forest. After exploring the Wilderness Lodge and its immense size and attention to detail, the time has come for our breakfast reservation at the Whispering Canyon Cafe. With our bellies full, we head on over to Blizzard Beach for a day of R&R. Ooh, it's hot.
That's what water's for.
Yep. Within a few minutes of entering the lazy river, Princess Joanna met someone that has connections with Disney World. And for the next few laps, they just chit-chatted their way through the beautiful landscape and amazing theming.
Intro.
Due to the pandemic, her new friend, who lives in Scotland, had to fly to Mexico and then take a flight to Florida, as he could not fly directly from the UK. Glad to know our border lockdown is in full swing and working well. Blizzard Beach Cross Country Creek, or Lazy River, is one of my favorite attractions. I could spend all day there. In fact, we kind of did. It is 3,000 feet long and it takes about 30 to 45 minutes for each lap. The scenery, the theming is absolutely amazing. The best part is when you enter the caves and you see who's going to push who into that ice cold water coming from the ceiling. It's always a challenge. She got lucky this time. After our day of R&R, we head out to White Castle and pick up some burgers and Ryan. Fortunate for us, our hotel balcony faces Epcot, and we got to enjoy watching their fireworks while we ate our White Castle burgers. It was great to have Ryan fly in and join us for the next 7 days of this magical experience. During the Epcot fireworks, the electrical water pageant fired up in Bay Lake right below us. The next morning, we head on over to Fort Wilderness Campground Resort to have breakfast. We were going to take a boat, but they weren't running due to the pandemic. So we reached Pioneer Hall at Trails End Restaurant and enjoyed a hearty breakfast before our big day of moving rooms and joining Deb and Dan over at the Animal Kingdom Resort. It only took us 2 trips to get to Kidani Village at the Animal Kingdom Lodge from Bay Lake Towers, but once we arrived, we got settled in and shortly thereafter commenced with our birthday celebrations. Princess Joanna celebrated her 50th birthday, while I, on the other hand, celebrated my 60th. Anyway, Deb and Dan left some great gifts and some cupcakes and other little treats, and it was a very fun time. While modeling my new goofy rain poncho from Deb and Dan, I thought I'd be clever and set off a confetti cannon, not realizing that they don't have vacuums in the condos anymore due to the pandemic. Not to worry, we called housekeeping, they brought me one, and with Inspector Dan Clouseau, I got every little piece. Then rewarded myself with a chocolate cupcake for a job well done. Later that evening, we head out to Boma at the Animal Kingdom Resort for a dinner. Funny, it was cafeteria style during the pandemic, and yet I couldn't have a vacuum in the room? What's up, Disney? The next morning, we head over to the Transportation and Ticket Center, otherwise known as the TTC, and took the ferry boat over to the Magic Kingdom for a full day of fun. Hey buddy, not looking so hot. You doing okay on this ferry boat ride? This time we get a daytime view of the Bay Lake Towers on the left and Contemporary on the right. Here's Ryan, Joanne, Dan, and Deb on our way to the Magic Kingdom. We felt so special, greeted by Mickey at the entrance, and I think we all were so shocked to see Tinkerbell land on our hands. Once we entered, we were also greeted by all the characters from Winnie the Pooh and caught the last finale of the daytime parade with yours truly, Goofy. We then headed on over to Tomorrowland, where we could ride the People Mover. In California, Disneyland doesn't have this ride any longer, and it's always a nice treat. That guy behind the camera is Dan, and behind him is Joanna and Deb, and Ryan and I. Ryan made it! Woohoo! Hey Deb, are you having a good time? Yeah, I thought so. Here's a close-up of a magical Disney duck, and then off to the world-famous Jungle Cruise.
My name is Skipper Jules, and I'm going to be your adventure guide, your Kindle wrangler, and your bestie for the next 5 exciting days and 10 romantic nights. We're starting our journey here in the Amazon rainforest. My friend next to me is throughout the Skipper Jules, getting a senior degree with not a waste of money. Yeah, that's really inspiring. Thank you. 24 feet in length, but this one has 0 feet. It's just sitting in a tree, HISSIG. Place is everything. It's got some long-necked cheetahs, some striped horses, a pack of lions to protect sleeping zebra. Yeah, it's so sweet. Happily ever after. Yeah. You know, I heard that when Hitlers wiggle their ears like that, it's a sign of affection. Skipper Tools, your job is so easy. A monkey could do it. What's so funny is those are chimpanzees, and they absolutely could. Yeah, like they're bossy me every day. Yeah, some butterflies over here aren't really what they used to be. Caterpillars. The eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water! Oh man, see what's over here? We got these cute baby elephants bathing under the full moon. Can everybody say, oh? Yeah, only heartfelt moments.
For the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, they created these gold statues of all the characters and hid them around the park. So it was like a scavenger hunt. Kind of fun. There he is. Yee, Goofy! Check out this Disney magic. Poof! Beware of hitchhiking ghosts! After experiencing some Disney magic, we head on over to dinner, and then afterwards join the fireworks show. And now for some Disney magical fireworks. Thank you for joining me once again on my cross-country road trip. Love you, Mom.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.